I'm an ETF guy. To see sentiment shifting positively towards Ethereum and then seeing that manifest in share growth in the ETF marketplace continues to tell us a story that there's a real opportunity for investors to express their interest in crypto through shares of ETFs.
Hey everyone, I'm Jen Sanasie. I'm joined today by David LaValle, who begins his new role as CoinDesk President of Data and Indices. He joins from Grayscale Investments, where, as the global head of ETFs, he led the firm's historic conversion of its Bitcoin trust into a spot ETF. David, how's it going?
It's going great, Jen. Great to be here. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic this morning. You are starting in this new role at CoinDesk. We are very happy to have you. I just want to start here. I mean, what do you hope to achieve in this role? You have a bunch of accolades behind you. I don't know. You're gonna beat what you've already done?
I love a great build. Being able to come here, joining the bullish team, joining the CoinDesk team. This is a world-class team that has a strong institutional presence and an incredibly strong following the market, and to be able to have strong media, a strong events business, a strong data business, and an indices business, I think we're going to be able to, really take the crypto industry to the next level. I mean, there was a massive inflection point with getting the Bitcoin and Ethereum products off the ground and the ETFs launched in market. And, the marketplace is now ready for the kind of next phase of asset management in crypto, which is in and around, index-based products.
Midnight is introducing a novel approach to token distribution. The Midnight Glacier Drop is the first in a multi-phase distribution of the Night token aimed at empowering a broad, diverse community to secure the future of the Midnight network. Holders of ADA, BTC, ETH, SOL, XRP, BNB, AVAX, and BAT are eligible to participate in the Glacier Drop phase. Help usher in the next generation of blockchain with rational privacy and cooperative tokenomics on the Midnight network. To learn more about the Midnight Glacier Drop, visit midnight.gd and claim your night.
Let's talk about that. You come from this really storied career in the ETF ecosystem. Why focus on benchmark infrastructure now? Talk to me a little bit about the importance of that.
Well, I think, I often talk about benchmarking and indexing in a couple of different ways, but there are these ecosystems that really get established in every asset class. And, whether it's, fixed income or equities or even smaller subsectors of, the market, having a strong benchmark and having a strong index and having strong, really well followed, data businesses is really critical to kind of get that entirety of the ecosystem built. So you take a look at something like the S&P 500. Sure, there are lots of ETFs, but not only are there ETFs, but there are listed derivatives and structured notes and structured products and futures and options. And so all of those pieces to kind of the index ecosystem is what creates the opportunity to have a really robust investment portfolio. And so we're looking to do the same thing in crypto, and there's a tremendous opportunity to be able to do that. And, I'm super excited to be at an institutional player that has all the pieces to the puzzle to be successful in achieving that.
Break that down even further for me. What's the risk to the market if that foundation that you were just talking about isn't solid?
Well, I don't think there's a risk to the market. I think it's just a matter of the ecosystem kind of maturing at the appropriate pace. And, I think when you take a look at something like, sector investing, for example, when, and everyone quickly goes to, the spider sector ETFs. Well, when those came to life, ETFs were new and the concept of sector investing was new, right? And so now everyone understands what an ETF is and everybody understands what sector investing is. That was just a matter of kind of, an index kind of maturing or an index concept maturing. So this is all about a brand new asset class and an ecosystem that is very likely to mature and grow, much like other index ecosystems have grown in the past. We have many examples of how indexes can grow, and we have many examples of how index investing can be utilized. And so I think it's just a matter of kind of putting those pieces in place and then having all of the players in the ecosystem to be able to adopt it, whether that's the sell side from trading firms or exchanges, and then also on the buy side or with asset managers that are, really addressing, a broad range of investors in the market, whether they be institutional, whether they be self-directed, whether they be, kind of advised. So we're really poised and positioned to be successful in achieving those goals.
What ETF trends are you watching right now?
Oh, wow. I mean, I have to say that, you can't have a conversation around crypto ETFs without always going back to Bitcoin, because the growth has been absolutely astronomical. But very interestingly, as we have seen that, a little bit of shift in sentiment, maybe a little softer on the Bitcoin side, a little bit stronger on the Ethereum side, to actually watch that manifest in ETF flows, not just performance, but also flows. So we all know that, kind of your assets under management are going to be, number of shares outstanding and the price of the asset. Sometimes the price of the asset increasing is really the driver of AUM. But what we're seeing is kind of asset appreciation, but we're also seeing, share growth. And so that's saying that there's a real growth in the market. Most exciting for me, you mentioned it before, I'm an ETF guy, to see, sentiment shifting positively towards Ethereum, and then seeing that manifest in share growth in the ETF marketplace continues to tell us a story that there's a real opportunity for, investors to express their interest in crypto through shares of ETFs. And so we've gotten the recent approval from the SEC, on the, first, couple of multi-token ETFs. Those are set to come to market in the next several weeks. Hopefully, we're waiting for final regulatory approval. But CoinDesk is going to be in the middle of that conversation. We're super, super excited about that. Again, another sign of the next maturity of asset management in crypto.
David, thanks so much for joining me. Congratulations on the new role. And I guess I'll see you around the office.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks so much for your time, Jen. I'm sure I'll be back as well.